All right. Calling all MGTOW. We're live. I'm just having kind of an open discussion right now. I'm not, I don't have anything really. I do have some notes here, but, my shows are a little scattered. I don't try to stick to one topic because, it doesn't usually take me too long to get my point across. And then once I get my point across, I'm just like, okay, I don't want to reiterate myself a million times. So what's everybody up to? I'm just kind of, I'm in the zone right now, drawing. I'm working on stuff for my comic book channel. I'm going to read some stuff in a minute. Here's what I'm working on if you want to see it right here. It's, there's a chick. See, I'm not totally anti-chick. There's a girl. There's a female warrior. You hear that a lot from young men, how, if I could only find my female warrior. I used to say it too. I want a girl who's like a warrior. Yeah, I've heard that a million times. Look at that dude. So I'm going to play a little bit of music here. I'm just hanging out, MGTOW hangout. Calling all MGTOW, MGTOW hangout. Calling all MGTOW. All right, let me see what I got here. What goodies do I have? Look at what I look at. look at some of my responses here. I saved some today so that I didn't have to fumble around looking for them. Here, I'm gonna screen share this for you. Oh, you're gonna just the stuff that people say to me, and some of it might be bots. But it's important to even beat the bots. It's important to even beat the bots in debate if you can. Shit, they haven't answered me back now for a while. I'll tell you, this one here, boy. This might be a bot. No, still no return since 4:11 or so. I turned that debate around. Here we go. Listen, look at these. Look at these dandies. Okay, so I gotta download them all. All right. Trying to get these. I screenshot this debate. Okay. So all the liberals are mad at Trump. And I'm coming in here, and the conservatives are all cheering him on, and I'm like, Trump is milquetoast compared to what I would do as president. And the libs, here, let's Mars this so you can see it. Oops. It won't let me pan up and down. What? Here we go. Trump is milquetoast compared to what I would do as president. The libs call him Hitler, and the libs call him Hitler. I would do away with I would do away with the supplier diversity program, except for veteran-owned businesses. And then I said, buy Middle Eastern and Indian-owned gas stations and hotels everywhere. And I'd be hitting feminism hard. No more single mother support like welfare and Section 8, unless you're widowed or something tragic. No more moms getting automatic custody of children out of wedlock. Default 50-50 custody in all disputes. I wrote, no more incarcerating males for child support. You want baby daddy money, you better treat him right, on and on. So I wrote, the usual stuff. Sounds okay. Val, look at this. This Val Tonus. Spoken like sounds like you'd be a brutal dictator that has no clue what they're doing or talking about. And I said, I know what I'm talking about. You don't. And she said, spoken like a true dictator. This goes on here. So see where it is. It goes on and on, but here I am still fumbling around. Anyway, she was trying to say I don't know what I'm talking about, and trying to find all these here. So here's this one. Spoken like a true dictator. Okay, I can close that one. This is a totally different conversation. Don't worry, I'll find it. So she just tried to say basically, I'll just basically, cut through part of it. So she's saying I have an inflated sense of self, and she's calling me stupid. I don't know what I'm talking about. She said nobody's robbing me, is what she said. Nobody's robbing you, because I was talking about how what are you talking? I told her basically I work a job, you know what I mean? They take taxes out of my pay to give to people to get free stuff. Meanwhile, I can't even afford, you know what I mean, like my own health care. I can't afford, you know, I have a very strict budget for food that I can't go over. I won't have food, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like, you know, it's crazy. She said, nobody's robbing you if I can find it. I wish they would show the whole conversation. Like, sometimes they do. Let me see if I can get it to come up. Or I'll just go back to AOL because I know I sent all those to myself and screenshot them here. Just bear with me because it gets absurd. If you bear with me, this gets so absurd, man. And then I just crush her. It's all in here, really. It's probably in my AOL. Here you go. What the hell are you talking about? Your money is collected the same as everyone else's collectively, so we can fund government projects based on what we enact as government. No one's stealing from you. You pay these things because they benefit you. It's the same as paying for a road. You may not actually ever need to drive on that particular street, but many other people do. And yes, a great many people need food, shelter, and medicine, and ambulances. So she goes into, like, you know, I have no problem with all of that stuff. That's not even what I'm talking about. But she's going into, thank goodness we have such things. We benefit tremendously from them for doing much of it in a way automatically lowers everyone's costs. People making all of that happen don't get health insurance simply because you're the person processes their insurance bill. They get it because they're a great benefit to our community. So there is one thing I'd like to remind you of, as you seem to repeat it. I can't be that stupid. I can't be that stupid. I can't be that stupid. Well, you can be. So she's calling me that stupid. You just and so I said, here's the whole conversation. Oh yeah, here we go. Spoken like a true dictator. So here we go. Where is it? Spoken like a true dictator. I said, I know you want women to have all the authority and no accountability, and for males, especially white males, to all be generalized as pieces of crap, so everyone can garnish our wages while bashing us. Oops, I said while bashing us. I must type so fast I don't hit some of the keys fully. But reality doesn't work that way. I'm done fooling. I said footing. That's a typo for sure. I'm done fooling. Oh, no, footing. No, that's right. I thought fooling. I was going to say fooling around with you, like talking to you. I'm done footing the bill for all of it with my taxes. Go rob someone else. So here she goes. Absurdity. No one robbed you. No one took your money. You gave it away to right-wing lunatics simply because they pretended your perspective on things is valid. It's not. You have no clue what you're talking about. So here it is. She's just gaslighting me. That's called welcome to the mass gaslighting, MGTOW. So look, I said money just being arbitrarily taken out of my paycheck every week, an amount other people decide for me based on my gender, which that's why they ask you your gender. I mean, your gender and your race. If it didn't matter, then why do they ask people this stuff? Why do they ask? You know what I mean? Oh, they just want to keep track. Well, what's it matter if they need to keep track? Everybody's treated the same, right? What's it matter? No, it's all both BS. It's all BS. So my money just being arbitrarily taken out of my paycheck every week, an amount other people decide for me. Well, here, I'm just going to cancel this because I make a couple. It doesn't matter now. I don't know why I want to correct them because I'm a fucking perfectionist. So anyway, like I said, I said that isn't robbing me, just taking my money out without understanding my life circumstances. I said, like I said, I know you want women and minorities to have privileges, and get free housing and food stamps and health care and be eligible for government-funded benefits I don't have access to because of my gender and skin color, you bigot, I called her. I said, you don't have to keep running your yap about it. Laugh out loud. You want to call me stupid. You're such an intellectual bum. You act like you just know people's circumstances that you've never met over the internet. I work in healthcare and have to know numerous, like, do you understand, people? I work in healthcare. I can't just go in healthcare and, blah, blah, and just throw shit at the wall. I have to know, like, I have to know, like, what do you call it? File limits. Basically, how long you have to file, so that, like, let's say one insurance company allows you indefinitely to submit someone's insurance bills, and another one allows you 1 year, and another one, I think, like Blue Cross Blue Shield, allows you like a few months or a couple months. It's ridiculous. Well, let's say some billing doesn't get done, and I get handed a stack of things to bill. They're a little late, and I don't know that Blue Cross Blue Shield, there's only a few days left to bill Blue Cross Blue Shield, and I don't know it, and I start with Medicare or workers' comp. Workers' comp, or motor vehicles. And then the few days goes by, and I go to get to the Blue Cross Blue Shield. I just missed the window for all those Blue Cross Blue Shields. Okay, so not to digress, like, I don't just go to work and go, duh, like, I have to know, I have to be super meticulous and remember codes. This insurance company wants the health insurance coded this way. This insurance company wants the health coded that way. You know what I mean? I have to, people want to call me stupid. I do bookkeeping and medical billing. I don't have a college degree. I had to work my way up from computer data entry. I don't have a college degree or any degree. I can't afford to go to college. I'm a disenfranchised white male in a feminized society. And so I had to get a job as as a computer data entry clerk, starting at like $6 to $8 an hour. I can't remember, back in like 1995. It's now 2018. I only make $13 an hour working in healthcare. You know what I mean? And I can't afford health insurance, and she's gonna call me stupid, because she just lays around. Because these women just lay around all day. I'm working while I'm debating her because I can't just lay around all day. So I said, I work in healthcare and have to know numerous insurance company regulations, so I can't be that stupid. I said, police, firemen, and first responders get their health bills paid because I do their billing. Laugh out loud. I've been doing medical billing successfully for 15 years full time. I'm an adult with no criminal record and have gotten my license to carry, so I can't be that stupid. I've worked my entire adult life, not sat around like the fat women in this country, dummy. Look at all the obese women in this country sucking off the system, sitting around doing nothing, criticizing everything all day while they lay around. These women that just all fat with a beer and a cigarette. I got to get off topic. I was at a I don't know if I got any. I could be just talking to a camera right now. Hopefully there's some people tuning in. Let me go to events here. I'm getting better at tracking shit here. No. Yo, Ben, yo, Crichton the Vandal. Oi, oi, oi. So, I went to pick up some pot the other day because it's legal now, and I can rub it in people's. Yeah, fat. And when you mean fat people, or when I say fat people, fat women especially. I mean, dude. I drive to work in the morning. I'll be at an intersection. I'll stop, and there'll be a fat woman crossing the road, two fat women walking together on the other side of the intersection diagonally coming down that way, a fat woman coming across the crosswalk in front of me. I mean, I'm just like, holy shit, it's like Attack of the fucking Fat Women. I mean, I can't, I mean, and nobody, and it's not a problem. And like, and so I went to this or I went to pick up some weed the other day. I got some of this Gorilla Glue. It's good ass shit, man. And there's two fat women there drinking a beer. I need a drink right now, as a matter of fact. I'm gonna have a coffee first. What did I do with my coffee? Oh, here it is. This is what I'm talking about right here. I got some coffee. This isn't liquor. So, thank you, Crichton. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subs. Put the word out, man, because the show hardcore. It's not all fancy with fancy editing or none of that bullshit. So my point being is I went to pick up some weed the other day. And there's these two fat chicks hanging out at my friend's house. I've never met them before. I probably have. They're the same what I'm talking about. Fucking sitting around fucking, 280 pounds, giant fat asses, smoking cigarettes, chain smoking cigarettes, drinking beers, going, I fucking kicked his ass. I kicked his ass. I told everyone the other day, I'll fucking kick his ass again, and fucking did it, right? So I was like, I just wanted to see what would happen. So I started let me oops. Yeah, here we go. So I was like, I started talking about fighting. And I was like, I never used to fight as a kid, I said. I learned my lesson because, I had a friend from overseas that didn't fuck around. It'd be like the same as like being from the suburbs of a small town and picking and like harassing a kid from Brooklyn or the fucking Bronx. You know what I'm saying? This kid was like from Italy, and I was like a sheltered little white boy from the suburbs in a small town. And I started harassing this kid. This is when I was really young. And I was like, oh, yeah, you want to fight after school? And he was like, yeah, okay. So we got off the bus, and he just was like, just punched me in the nose, right? And, so I basically told that story. I said, I never used to fight when I was a kid, but I said, now that I'm older, I got sick of, I was like, well, I'm not going to, I was like, I'm not going to bully people. You know what I mean? I've learned my lesson, and I'm going to stay out of trouble. And therefore I stopped because, I won a couple fights too, but that fight I lost quickly. And basically, because nobody had ever punched me in the nose really hard before. It's funny talking about this shit. So my point being is, I'm going to get back to that debate too. Don't worry. I'm lighting up another joint of Gorilla Glue. So my point being is, so let me get back to the story. I tell these two fat chicks, so then I started being too nice, and people started pushing me around. So I had to start whacking a few people, and they immediately, as soon as I, a man, started getting uppity and talking about how I was in a couple fights before. Now they're all like, I never seen I never seen people, start pacing around in the same circle so many times. You know what I mean? All of a sudden they're like like oh, oh, is that man? Oh, is that man talking about violence? Oh, you know what I mean? So, and I could tell it made him uncomfortable. You know what I mean? These women, they don't want to hear nothing about you being a man. They're the men now. They're the fucking men now. They think they're the men now. You know, part of being a MGTOW is the fact that you know, is basically being an investigator. Once you realize that you're totally screwed and you don't have the same opportunities that a lot of people have, like once you realize that you know, as a male, you know, that that everything's slated against you and society's gynocentric, you become a little investigator real quick, and that's what's needed. Uh, the only people that can get to the truth are investigators. Okay. So let's get back to this debate because you got to see me crush this lady. So I crushed this lady, man. So I said, look at all the obese women in this country sucking off the system, sit around doing nothing, criticizing everything all day while they lay around. I said, you love it, I'm sure. I said, you think your little nobody pea brain comments offend me? I was like, "Durr," and then I said, shut up. Shut up. What the hell are you talking about? Your money is collected the same as everybody else's collectively. So there's where she goes into that big rant. And listen to this response. I said, yep, that's right. My money is collected the same as everybody else's, so I want the same benefits. I want grants and scholarships for white males and single dads who can't afford to go to college. I want default 50-50 custody, federal law nationwide too, and paternity leave for fathers. I said to end the fatherless issue. And I want affirmative action protection for employment too, and I want women to get the same sentencing. Yeah, you want to? If you don't want to do that, then don't take my goddamn tax dollars. So I go on and on about that. I said, but you know, I said, you know, I was like, then I said, you know, I just read an article. If you want to read or hear about a crazy article, this girl just basically forced her ex of 7 years to have sex at machete point, then urinated all over his bed and took pics of it all with his phone, I think, and she did not get charged with aggravated rape. If a guy raped a woman at knife or gunpoint, it would be aggravated rape. She got charged with, you know, like breaking and entering, and you know, you got to go read the article. I mean, the women are so bold now; they don't even care. She took pictures of her crime, and people are like, "Oh, he's a pussy." You don't think about the psychology of this till you're in the situation. If you beat the hell out of a woman, and she'll just say you know you you know what I mean. If he did anything, she'd just say that he was threatening her with the machete and beat her up. You know what I'm saying? It's incredible. He had to use the pictures. Isn't it's like women want masculinity and so-called femininity, and they want us to be more feminine. Yeah. No, they're the men now. They wear the pants now, as far as they're concerned. So, so she said they offer you tons of benefits already, even the ones you think don't directly benefit you, like women's rights. Listen to this, man. So it goes on and on for being, you know, you trust me, you don't even want to hear it. You can fucking freeze the screen and read it right there. I mean, you know what I mean? There it is. If you want to blow it up on your screen and read it. The rape case absurdity to bring up this in this context. So she wants to try to say, like, I'm taking one little thing out of context. That's another minimal. Not even one woman should be able to get away with that. That you know what I mean? That's the answer to that. Not even one woman should be able to get away with that. So and you know what I mean? It's just nope. So here's where it stops. She owns multiple businesses. She went to school on welfare. So you know, how many guys do you think she met going to school on welfare? So you paid for her. We paid for her. I own multiple businesses, do business in 40 states and 9 countries, and employ dozens of people. And I did the majority of that with only a year of college. Thank you, affirmative action, right? Thank you, affirmative. So here I am busting my ass in healthcare for 15 years. Can't afford healthcare myself. Can't afford lawyers to see my kids, and she's living the dream life with a year of college, according to her. I should say back. So you're unemployed, basically. So you're telling me you're unemployed? She's probably still on fucking welfare. People probably buy her products because she's a female. She probably has some clients, and then she probably travels around the world and sucks their dicks or something. Who even knows? Who even knows? Or, you know what I'm saying with these women? They'll just rationalize their whole lives. You know, she can't. She like just listen to this. I understand your life created your bias. I understand you have a perspective that's not typical, but still somewhat valid. But the truth is, you are mistaken about your perspective. Means it implies when you list these absurdities and accuse other people of harming you and discriminating. Okay, so I said, nope. When you're a working poor white male, you get so. I'm saying there's not tons of benefits. I said when you're a working poor white male, when you're a working poor white male, you get loans, and your parents have to co-sign. No, they don't offer me tons of benefits. Show me one scholarship or grant for white males or single fathers or organizations for white males or single fathers who can't afford or find jobs that pay for education, laugh out loud, that will offer more than a couple thousand when degrees are like 50 to 100 grand now. I said, you want to talk to my boss of 15 years? I said, he can't find me affordable insurance. And I make too much at $13 an hour. $13 an hour is too much to afford it myself. And I get a fine every year now under Obamacare. This is true. I'm not lying. While poor single moms I know get free insurance. The dean of a college told me straight to my face when I was out of money, couldn't afford school, and had only half a year of college left. He said, sorry, can't save you any money. You're a straight white male. So I said, you're lying. Laugh out loud. She said, you're pretending your circumstances are different than mine. That's a lie. That's the lie. And yes, we likely would have helped you. She's got some typos too. Wouldn't it be great instead of catering to any one group, we helped everyone to go to college because that was a vibrant, strong, democratic as I just said, you advocate against the very things you want because you misunderstand why it has been hard on you. I'm so sorry. You're just too stupid to understand these things. I said no. Affirmative action in the supplier diversity program. Here, let's go look it up. Supplier diversity program. Office, Mass. Oh, here we go. Supplier diversity. As operational services division, okay, the SDO's goals are to increase opportunities for certified businesses and small businesses purchasing program SBPP participants through annual and state benchmarks. So let's look it up. Supplier diversity definition. Program is proactive business which encourages the use of minority-owned, women-owned, service-disabled, veteran-owned. I don't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with that. But how is that diversity? How is being a veteran? I mean, it's diverse business. Yeah, it adds to, I guess. But why? It just basically. How about anybody who you think who basically understands business, understands supply and demand, uh, is basically impoverished. You know what I mean? Why does it have to be women and minorities? Why and veterans? Why isn't it anybody? Why? What's with all these special interest groups? And then everybody wants to tell me to shut up and I should have worked harder. Fuck all you motherfuckers. I need to shut up and just work hard and pay everything for you and never see my kids, huh? This country can suck my long one. I'll tell you right now, motherfuckers. If that's the case, if that's how it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now, man. So anyway, yeah. So, it's all about diverse and women-owned businesses. Enterprise are among the fastest growing. Yeah, no doubt. They sure are. This girl just told me she was on welfare, and now she's a she owns multiple businesses. Cause you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, this is incredible, you people, man. No outrage over any of this, huh? So I said no. Basically, I'm not going to talk to you till you admit affirmative action is a real thing, and it's not, and that it's to help minorities and women. You know, basically. And I wrote the definition there for her to read. And it says, in affirmative action says it covers other people, but that, so basically, let's say I have a valid position in my life, and I'm not just complaining. I've been discriminated against, and I know I have. I got to take it to the guy. I got to be the guy to take it to the Supreme Court. I got to start some civil, suit and go all the way to the Supreme Court. Yeah, I got to fix the country by myself while I pay child support and try to stay out of jail. Little Stuart Hunkler. I gotta bring common sense to the Supreme Court, because I'm telling you, if the people in power don't understand this stuff, then we got real problems. It's beyond. It's not my problem. It's not my responsibility to fix the entire country. You got to be kidding me. So, so I said no affirmative action. She starts just saying, no, you're not showing me any real examples. I don't know what you're talking about. You can read all this. You can pause this at any time and read it. So here's this, and I'm like, And I basically, she's like, you're missing the point. I said, no, you're missing the point because you're minimalizing the problems of white American men and males in general. Little doggy drama. I'll check the. What's up, Scooter? Why are you a MGTOW? Well, watch the show. Why? What's up? Or who are you, Scooter? If I may ask. Or in Crichton. Ben, who else thinks capitalism is going to collapse in our lifetime? Maybe we should consider socialism instead. We live, half the country's on welfare. That's not socialism. Half the country's on welfare. How is that not socialism? And this lady's trying to tell me that I need to stop complaining that I'm one of the half of the country that's still working. And gaining no benefit from it while paying for the and we're all us people that are still trying to work are paying for the other half of the country, and I'm trying to get out of it too. What if I take off on YouTube? I got a famous colorist that wants to color my comic book now. So what if I take off and get out right now? Let me tell you, I feel sorry. I don't want to say that on air. I'm not going to say what I was just about to say. We got 9 people lurking around. Hey, you can by all means just say your name, Be like, hey, hello, what's up? You know what I mean? So I know who you are. I mean, are there people spying on me in here or what, man? I lurk sometimes too, but it's only because I don't want to change the direction of people's programs because I come in and start spout. I got a big mouth, and I want to leave. I don't want to come in. I want to respect other people's shows. Is why I don't. If I lurk, it's because I'm trying to respect your show. So if you're just trying to respect my show and you're lurking, you're like, Traversable or somebody like that. Yeah, come on out, lurkers. Let's have an open debate. Look at me, listen to me whoop this chick's ass. It's beautiful. She hasn't answered me in a while, so I'll get on with where's my Oh, that's the wrong one. Where is it? Right here. Okay, so I'm like, no, you're missing the point because you're minimalizing the problems of white American men and males in general. And I don't care that you're killing, I don't care, and don't care that they're killing themselves now at an enormous rate because society ostracizes them and then tells them, like you, that they're the sum of their decisions. So death is their only way out. I said no health care focus on them. So I'm listing one injustice after another, and she's just like, are you serious? You think I don't care? I'm like, and you don't care. You're just like, I'm like, oh, I'm like, I said, no. I said, who cares about testicular cancer? And, it's all about breast cancer. I say the stuff that all MGTOW, if you're a versed MGTOW, you know all the stuff that I'm rebuttaling with. And I said, boys with eight. I said only boys are getting drugged up with Ritalin, basically, not girls. So, And she's like, are you serious? You think I don't care? What's wrong with you? Have you listened to nothing I've said? It's like you're yelling at an American. No, I'm yelling because you're saying that I still don't understand the problem, or that that my life is the sum of my decisions, even though everything that I'm saying is true. You dummy. Can you? This is listen. Look how narcissistic. So she goes into this big. She goes, "What did you provide me? What case of discrimination?" So here I said, "So you're saying they don't drug tons of boys in schools with Ritalin? You're saying there isn't a huge fatherless issue? I don't understand what you're saying. You're saying it's okay that women are earning more college degrees than men now. You're saying nothing should be done about are you a bot?" I was thinking she was a bot. I literally just said that I was one of those peoples abused by legal drugs in school. Ritalin. No, you did not just, or if you did say that, I didn't read your full thing. That's right. I'm saying that if more women earn their degrees, that's a good thing. See? So they're saying they were abused with Ritalin. That's right. You don't understand what I'm saying. I'm saying that if more women earn, why is your name Val? If you are you a female? I'm saying that it's like, are you a female that took Ritalin and your name is Val? I'm saying that if more women earn their degrees, that is a good thing. And if so, they did respond. And if we need then help, if we need to then help more men get more degrees, that'll be the next issue. No, I'm saying nothing. No, I'm not saying nothing should be done. But Trump isn't going to help you. He's not upholding your values. See, this person just now is doing like a 180. Go read like everything else. And so now they're doing a 180 and being like, "Oh no, I agree with you, but Trump isn't." Yeah, and it's got he is not upholding your values and gaining you anything. He's dismantling the process we've already made would have helped you. the the so the process that poisoned me poisoned me with with fluoride rat poison tablets and almost got me on Ritalin. And did abuse you with Ritalin is the system that would have helped me. That system was upheld and not dismantled by neither the right or the left. I have no idea what you're talking about now. The same system that elevated women with affirmative and minorities that and screwed American males, white, here I go, white ones specifically, is not the system that would have helped me. And I'm not a Trump worshiper. So whatever. Go bother someone else. That's what I wrote back to this person. I'm telling you. So there's that. There's that. You saw me debating them real time. I'm not going to debate them anymore. That's it. It's over. Because now they're backtracking and winning. I've already won. They're stupid. So there's that. Stop screen sharing. Close all this crap. Make dads great again, no doubt, Crichton. What do you guys think of this? Come on out here in the light, everybody. What do you think of that, huh? I can't, I'm trying to angle the whole, see if I hold, here. There she is, there's a chick. What do you guys think of that? You guys think of that, huh? Really, I show cool artwork and the viewers go down. I'll tell you, man, very detailed. I'm not much for. Yeah, well, you know, it's I wanted to have a future in comic books, and feminism and LGBTQ and all that has ruined comic books too. They, you know, kids like me that were pro Second Amendment and red-blooded American young men that were attracted to young red-blooded American white women. We everyone said we were a bunch of privileged racist little fucks, and I didn't know quite what was going on. I agreed with, I was like, no, racism's bad and all that stuff too. But when it came to me being guilt tripped over it as a young man, I rebelled against the school. I was like, I don't know what, no. I was like, no, I'm not, you know, fuck, no, I'm not, you know, I'm not. I didn't say I'm, you know, nobody was like, oh, you're racist. But I realized that the general attitude towards me had nothing to do with me being a loser. You know, I was treated like a piece of shit. Like, okay, in other words, like, if I had an altercation with a girl who was getting gangbanged for drugs by thugs, you know, I better leave her alone because, you know, if you know, if some chick that was being a cunt or basically, you know, that was basically, you know, a total bitch or just or and hateful or you know, or you know, was like I said, getting gangbanged for drugs. You know what I mean? It's like you better leave her alone, and because she's gonna graduate and you're gonna go to in-house. You know, that's how that's gonna work. I forget the camera's right there. I'm just looking all around the room here while I'm talking. Sorry. And it's like there's nobody here, so I should be talking to the camera like the camera's somebody, I guess. But anyway, I'm not a talk show host, people. You get my point though. Like so kids like me were ejected from the system. You know what I mean? Because if you were a white kid and you didn't rebel, yeah, you were given your little stupid degree, and then you know what? You got out of high school, and I see all those kids now. They have nothing. They have nothing. I go watch my video, the cool kids or the cool crowd. You know, they might be doing a little better or this or that in some respects, but none of them are living the quote American dream. And so the comic industry got ruined by SJWs, and I wanted to have a future. You know, it's not so much are you into comic books. This is another thing that that gynocentrism is ruining is comic books. So the comic book industry while I sat around fighting with my mother. This is how I want young men to understand, Crichton, and everybody else in here, all the lurkers. I want you to understand the system is designed to make you fight with your parents and make these young white males fight with their parents. The school gives them a hard time, tries to drug them, tries to give them Ritalin. I'm looking at the screen. Tries to give them Ritalin, tries to ruin them, tries to get them to only be interested in sports and not and it's popular for your kid to know all the names of the baseball teams and the baseball players. You know what I'm saying? That's all by design. And I didn't put up. I was all like, how come we're not out shooting guns? How come we're not out doing boy stuff? How come we're not out doing or not boy stuff? How come we're not out doing man stuff? Fuck even sports. How come we're not doing man stuff? How come we're not out shooting bows, shooting guns? Why are we training to fight in cages and fucking in wrestling rings? How come we're not being taught to be? How come we're not being tutored in the ways of men and being fathers and having families? Do you understand what I'm saying? I knew what was going on, and I rebelled. I mean, but I couldn't put it into words, and I rebelled against the system, and that was designed to happen that way. See, you work with your parents. I work with my mother. I not only did I have to start out as a computer data entry clerk, my mother got me the job. See, we're a generation. We're screwed. It was designed to do this. They got all of us white. They got all the baby boomers to agree with this. And now all the baby boomers are taking care of their American-born white males. And you can be like, oh, I'm independent. No, you're not. You still, I guarantee you still borrow money from your parents here and there. Unless you're one of the very few, unless you're some fucking libtard on fucking Social Security. And trust me, I don't like the fucking Republicans either, but unless you're some libtard on SSI, or you're some fucking, or a criminal on SSI or something, or unless you're a fucking trust fund baby, I call bullshit. You know what I mean? If you're a male in this country, you're fucking dependent on something. If you're a white male, you're like, oh, I own my business. Oh, really? Are you in business week? I want to see. Because when you say, oh, I own my own business, I go, oh, so you're unemployed then? Yeah, I know people that quote own their own businesses, and there are a few here and there that are legit. But oh, have I heard of it? You know what I mean? Let's see, you own a business. No, the fastest, it's just affirmative action. The Office of Diversity for Massachusetts. I just read it. Fastest growing business is women and minorities. And you're not included, white male, and I'm not in that. There's no Nazi flag behind me. So don't anybody try to say I'm racist. Whatever the hell people want to try to say out there about me, like I'm racist or something. Never smoke while you draw. That's what this lesson that's what this lesson is going to be. So I'm just sitting here drawing. I'm detailing in being white and complaining is racist to people. Yeah, that's, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So here, let me see. Right now, I just did some detailing on this guy, because I showed you this dude right here. I'm just drawing while I chat. Anybody bring up some points, people. If you're dropping in, hey, how you doing? You should read the debate I just had for like 2 days with probably a fucking bot. Trying to feather things out. Light, dark, light, dark. I have a comic book channel now too, so it'd be cool if anybody who's subbed to this channel would sub to my comic book channel as well. It's called The Action Artist. Let's see, I got to use my eraser for the first time in 20 minutes or so. So now you can see I'm putting a bunch of detail into this guy now. See all that detail? It's just about, if you get to an area where you have trouble, just leave it alone and go somewhere else. Look around. Look around. That's how you do this. And, don't make all your decisions in one area at the same time, because it'll look like you did. You know what I mean? So you can see, like, I'm just doing These arms. I do these little zigzaggies. I gotta try to get it really close up there. I do these little zigzaggies on the metal. You know what I mean? See them? Helps it look like metal, basically. If you ever wondered how that's done. I really should have a thing to draw circles for these shoulders, because see, one thing that's all fucked up is my, it's not a perfect circle. I shouldn't even worry about that. I shouldn't be penciling that until I get a stencil. See, that's the type of stuff that takes discipline. That's the type of stuff that takes discipline. Be like, oh, don't do that right now. You don't have the tools, Stuart. You know what I mean? You got to learn that type of stuff as an artist, people. You want to be, oh, I can't draw. Well, you got to do it a lot, and yes, you can draw. It takes practice, and there are rules. If you want to, like, yeah, you can take like shortcuts. But you got to know what the shortcuts are to help you get there. That's what my comic book channel is all about, to help young men that wanted to do, like me, wanted to do comic books that, aren't gay and, aren't into being all tolerant to being people, they don't want to feel guilt tripped into being tolerant when nobody's tolerant to them. I got a channel that's going to help them learn how to draw if they want to learn how to draw. So if you're a MGTOW, you should support that channel for young men, and should support me so I can be an online university for young men who want to do comic books. I'm doing the leg right here. See, this dude's badass, man. You guys thought I could? You guys thought I couldn't draw, man? You guys thought I couldn't draw? There's my trademark, those metal wedges. They're like not spikes. You know what I mean? They're not, they're basically like metal wedges. They're not claws, they're not blades, they're not spikes, they're metal wedges. Badass. So anyway, what's all going on up in here? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep this running for a while. See what's up, what's going on in MGTOW right now. Let's screen share. Oh, this is the segment where I go check out what's going on in MGTOW. Check my subscriptions. The what's going on in MGTOW. Oh, Charles F. Gray is on. Comic Artist Pro Secrets is on. Okay, see, he's using MGTOW terminology. The world is robbing us as usual, MGTOW. This is Ethan Van Sciver. He's complaining that the SJWs have ruined Star Wars. So I like, don't get me wrong, I like Ethan Van Sciver, and he probably thinks I'm psycho, and I don't care. You know, if people want to keep oppressing me as a single father and not caring about the fact that I don't know who my kids are or where they are, then yes. Yep, you know, you treat me like that long enough, everybody, yes, I will be a psycho. But anyway, my point being is yeah, he's you know, I want to give credit where credit is due. Ethan Van Sciver is fighting the SJWs in the comic industry. Him and Zach from Diversity in Comics are basically punching the comic book industry right in the face right now. But yeah, so let me play this. They've completely destroyed Star Wars. See what Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I'm gonna. Cool. I'm broadcasting live and watching and chatting in here. I just told everybody, hey, I'm watching and broadcasting live. He's got 1,380 people watching this guy. This guy does Cyberfrog. Let me show you. Let me show you this guy's artwork. Don't worry, I'm not talking smack, Ethan. I'm commending you for fighting. I should do a super chat. I should make him read a super chat while I'm broadcasting, commenting, or I'm commending you for fighting SJWs. He is. He's crushing them. Here, let me show you his. Let me get out of here because it's stupid. Stupid. Anyway, here's Cyberfrog. Look at this. This guy's art. There we go. He's got 400. This guy's raised $412,560 in 1 month on his Indiegogo. Wow. Here, let's go. Let's full screen this so you can see the art. I want you to see the art. The guy's awesome. Here, let me. Look at that. There's the new Cyberfrog. That's how he draws them now. You're gonna see some of my stupid ads pop up probably. See if we can get some of the page art here. Is that flash? Look at that. These are old comics. He probably doesn't want to show a lot of his old art. I mean, it was really good. Like, look at that. That's fantastic. You know, he was a good. You know, I mean, I have to say, I can't diss Ethan Van Sciver, man. You know, I mean, I can't diss him. He's like comic books only hope right now. Him and Diversity in Comics right now. Here he is actually drawing live. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm drawing live. I'm not doing it right on the camera, but you can see. You can go back to the beginning of my video, and you'll see me adding details while I'm broadcasting. But look at that. So here. So it's the end of the world, or world already ended, post-apocalyptic. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's just awesome. Look at that. You should go back as Indiegogo right now. This is going to be worth money. This is going to be worth money. Even if you're not into comics, this is going to be worth money. Go check it out. I'm just saying, man. So there's that. And this is, but you hear him. He's fighting SJWs and in the comic industry. Oh, let me stop screen sharing. Man, oof, I'm getting jammed up here. All right, there we go. Jamming all up. All right. All right, what's going on in MGTOW, though? Here, let's check out some ads. Female charged. I love doing this stuff, too. We'll do this by today. Female rapes man isn't charged with wife. Or with rape. With wife. With rape. Let's see. Susan Sarandon's anti-Trump stunt leads to her arrest. I didn't see this. What's this? She's arrested? Haha. She says getting arrested was worth it. Oh, I hope you liked it. Did they rough you up? Did they put the cuffs on you too hard or any of that shit? Wow, interesting. So Susan Sarandon's been arrested for protesting Trump. Ex-publisher says he warned staffers about alleged gunmen. So, yeah, there's the guy that shot a bunch of journalists, I guess. Okay, female arrested. Or woman arrested. Woman, first, wait, I said female. Woman charged. Do that first. Today. Woman charged in father's murder. Only second degree? Oh, women don't do. They would never kill their fathers. Tobacco Road, huh? So woman arrested for murdering her father. Woman drove 70 miles an hour while her boyfriend on the hood. Look at this. A Florida woman was charged with misdemeanor after a misdemeanor. You want to see? You want to be in a relationship? Just type in. You just see all the crazy stuff women do. Just type it in. Woman charged. Woman arrested. Treasurer charged with embezzling. Rhode Island Fire Department. Hey, that's right near me up in that. I forgot. I was just making sure I was. I mean, I was just seeing if I was still screen sharing. Sorry. So there's that. This is all just by today. There's the machete one again. Woman with machete, rapes her ex-boyfriend with a machete at machete point. Mom, boyfriend charged with murder, torture, and death of boy 10. Look at this one. They cut my audio a lot. They cut my audio a lot on YouTube because I'm like I'm like slamming the truth out there, right in people's faces, and that's what I like to do. And so you're gonna have to look it up yourself and listen to it. If you're accused of mother of Anthony Avalos charged with torture or with murdering and torturing her 10-year-old boy. Mother charged in deadly abuse case. Oh, it's he'll do more time than her probably. He'll probably do more time than her. They'll probably try to pin it on him. Follow this case because if I know the courts and the jail system, she might do a couple few years, but he'll get a life sentence or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And he'll have to actually serve his. We'll see. Maybe we can make things change, but I'm telling you, man, better follow this case. So if you want to look up that, there's that. I just typed this in randomly. Two women charged with elderly abuse in El Mirage. Colin Flaherty. I'll have to look at that one later. White woman assaulting black teen at a community pool in Somerville, South Carolina. Woman 29 shoots Ann's her ex-husband. What does it mean, Ann's? I don't know. So a lot of people cannot even spell anymore. I'm telling you. I think a woman. Oh, let's see. Women are just killing their boyfriends now. Fathers are killing the mothers and their children now. While he mowed the lawn. I'm telling you, man, go get in a relationship, man. I'm telling you. I'm just going down the list here. I mean, I'm telling you, you people getting the point here. I mean, do I need to do this all night? Oh, it's fucking hilarious. I'm telling you. It is hilarious. I mean, you know, this is the type of stuff my comic book is going to show, by the way. MGTOW Values is broadcasting right now. What's up, Riff? Yes, thanks, Cave Creek. Thank you, Cave Creature, and thank you, Riff, for coming and checking me out. I got to stop yelling. It's like I'm afraid people can't hear me. So let me see. I'm going to chill out here for a minute, people. If you guys have any questions or want to say anything or whatever, you know, just that G that GG. Really, Riff? That's cool. GG's Gorilla Glue, by the way. Yeah, I'm trying to read the comments here. I'm not so much into reading comics now. I'm not so much into reading comics. I gotta. Oh, what am I doing? I gotta shut this off. Why am I? I'm not even paying attention to that. I'm like, I'm scratching my balls. This is like the man show here. I got the fucking you know, the show going with the volume. You know, I got basically the volume on and the show running at the same time and podcasting. Holy shit, I'm a mess. No, my point being is, yeah, I'm not so much into reading comics anymore, mainly because they're so fucking expensive now. As I am into, um, you know, basically creating them and and basically trying to get myself a little career going in creating them and helping young men that, you know, there's a small clique controlling the comic industry, and I want to help more young men that have a dream of doing comics get into the comic industry. I love coffee, though. I'm drinking coffee right now. So, yeah, Riff, because comics are very masculine. Like, see this? You know, this is all. This is. I wouldn't be doing this, you know, if it wasn't kind of MGTOW related. You know what I mean? This flies in the face of feminism and all that. But what they've done is you know, this is all masculine. You know, you know, this is all masculine stuff. And even though that's a woman, that's masculine energy. You know what I'm saying? That's not female energy. That's I'm not, you know, both sexes are capable of both types of energy. It's just male tends to do more male energy based activities, and women tend to do more female, you know, or should. Not anymore though. It's the other way around. But you know, comic books are very masculine. Like, look at, you know, there's a big alpha male battling a monster with like scorpion and stinger antennas that's like part reptile, part grasshopper, part scorpion or something, you know what I mean? And and people, and therefore there's a war against comics because traditionally comics is a male-dominated space, and I'm hoping MGTOW want to invest in more masculine MGTOW activities, and or maybe they want to go around me and do it. See, it's like becoming a competition. You know what I mean? And it's like, I guess, instead of having a coherent group, like group effort and everybody, it's like there's like a race. There's a race or something going on. I'm telling you, it's like I guess people don't want me to get into comics or whatever. Sorry, I guess. It's incredible. I mean, I can't. It's like you can't garner any help to get more masculine energy out there. You can't garner. It's like I don't know what to say, man. Like, I don't want to. I don't. It's not what I'm doing. Is not a childish thing. It's like, you know what I mean. This is like comic book is art is Americana. You know what I mean? It's total Americana and it's total male energy, and we're talking about the minds of millions and of countless young men here that are being dominated by now leftist propaganda. You know, and it's like I got people, only 5 people want to, talk about it or something. You know what I mean? Or people don't want to talk about it, and or they want to go around, or people want to go around me as usual. It's like I'm used to that too, where I'll bring up an idea and then everybody will hear my idea and then go around me and do it without me, and that's fine too. I guess as long as it gets done, I guess I don't care. You know what I mean? I'll, whatever. I guess I want to have a career and have $20,000 to go pay lawyers to go see my kids too. You know what I mean? Like and my job is never gonna afford that. I could work 2 jobs. It's never gonna afford all that. Just ain't gonna happen. And it's like, fathers are doomed. I guess I can be a monument to how, disenfranchised single fathers from good families like mine are just doomed, I guess, in this country. But if you got boobs and a vagina, people just throw money at you. It's incredible, and then and therefore women are taking over everything. The whole system is rigged to keep men. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My question is how come how come MGTOW support guys like Sandman? How comes I watch all these people invest in all the shills and then later complain that they got screwed? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. Like I don't have a pretend product like that MGTOW coin. I have a real product right here. Okay, I have a real skill right here. Okay, this isn't an imaginary thing. I'm showing you a real, authentic skill I have, where that will have a real effect. It's not that I can be able to do comic books. I can do comic books. I'm showing everybody that I can do them, and it's like it's not being taken seriously or something. I don't understand, but whatever. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. How come, or like, so go support people that are that keep all. I guess that later on down the road comes out they screwed you. I guess I don't know. Like angry MGTOW and all and all these people. You know what I mean? It's like put your money, invest in some imaginary MGTOW coin, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't think I think Americans are in trouble because they can't choose. They don't know how to elevate good people. And I'm not in here saying I'm innocent. Hey, what's up? Oh, somebody retracted their message. What's up, Gabriel? Creativity. I can seriously respect and get behind that. Yeah, like you know, I I have a goal, and it's to um, be a positive impact on my kids somehow, even though I don't know where they are. And and I have a goal to bring masculine energy into a total Americana art form that is notorious for being masculine, and therefore like injecting like masculine culture into the mainstream basically. And that those are my only goals, and they're very important to me. I'm gonna get some more coffee. And I want to help other MGTOW with their goals. Like, aren't there any artists in the MGTOW community that want to get into something exciting like comic books? I mean, comic books is pretty exciting. It leads to film. And film, like, if you have a good comic book out there and people like it, and people just want action packed, you know what I mean, with like, uh, I mean, look at Marvel. I mean, they put out garbage and people still buy it. It's incredible. Right on, Riff. Do you have any work that you want to show off, or what's up? You all right, buddy, in there? What? I gotta shut my AC off. Here, I might as well. I got some of my artwork laying around. Here's here's that chick Hella you know from the Thor comic books. Hella. That's her without her helmet on, with the big antlers and all that shit. And what else is in here? There's probably some cool stuff in here. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, I'm glad I found this. I can't lose this stuff. I think I showed a lot of the stuff on here already. Here's a sketch of a guy fighting like a lizard, like a slee stack type monster with a hatchet, out in the swamps, basically. I'm just messing around, showing some of my artwork. Hanging out, some MGTOW hangout where we talk about MGTOW issues. I mean, I just read some of the news. Women arrested. I typed in, and it's just horrific. This whole attitude that women Working on it. It's spread out through battered sketchbooks. Yeah, that's what I was just showing my sketchbook. Do I have anything? Let me see. I showed all this stuff. Yeah, pretty much I've shown everything that, in my earlier videos that I have around right now. Except the stuff that I'm showing right here. Oh, thanks, man. My shading is getting better. My shading is getting better. I'm getting to the point where I'm learning, like, to keep all the detail in the dark areas, not have little bits and pieces of detail floating around anywhere out in the light areas. You know what I mean? And when to, accent an area a little more with some shading, and how to, and like there's certain little techniques that you won't, that I've picked up that just by luck, by like tuning into Ethan Van Sciver. Like I used to, I'll show you one right now. I'll show you some technique. Here, I'll just use some scrap paper. Okay, like for flesh, if you're gonna shade flesh, you'll see people, they'll shade flesh and they'll do this. Okay, this is wrong when you shade flesh. I learned this from Ethan Van Sciver. See that? That's like that's a 90-degree angle across. Like basically, here, let me do a better example. Because that's, never do that on flesh right there. Never do a 90-degree angle crosshatch on flesh. On metal, you can get away with that, like on something that's like a non-shiny, like a tank or something. You know what I mean? You could do this. See, like you could do this on the side of a tank or something like that. You know what I mean? Like this. But for flesh, do like 45-degree angles, not 90-degree angles. So now I'm going to show you like a muscle, like a bicep and a shoulder and a tricep, right? So I'm going to show you like if you wanted to shade this bicep, crosshatch at less of an angle, like that. You see what I'm saying? Don't do this. Don't do this on a bicep. On a bicep, you know what I'm saying? Do that. Do that. Do hatch, like if you're doing a forearm. Like if you're doing a forearm or something and there's muscles on it, do that. You know what I'm saying? So there's one tip right there. 90-degree cross hatching, like crisscross, straight 90 degrees. it makes things look flat and hard. You know what I mean? You want to come in at angles when you do your cross hatching and stuff. I personally don't like, if you look at my pictures, there's almost no cross hatching. It's all mine's all just lines. I don't like cross hatching if I can get away with it. If a line looks too hard for me, I'll like if a shaded area looks too hard, you know what I mean? Here, let me give you an example. This is I'm giving you away my secrets right now. I'll give you an example of like, so if I have, say, like, a leg muscle, or like here, let me see. I should just pick an example of my art actually, but what I'll do is if I have like say I have a muscle that's shaded like this. Say I have a muscle that's like shaded like that. If I think that line is too clean, you know what I mean? What I'll do is I'll just feather that edge out like that. See what I'm saying? So like I don't like cross hatching. If I were to cross hatch that, you know what I mean? I would like come in at not a 90-degree angle, but here I'll show you. Not a 90-degree angle, but I would come in like at like more of a 45-degree angle. You know what I mean? Shit like that. I try not to cross hatch at all. And I'm going to show you, like, now I'm going to show you an example of me not cross hatching. You know what I mean? If you look in there, I'm just all line work. It's all like right there. I didn't cross, like the shoulder guard. I didn't cross hatch that. I feathered it out. See that? I feathered it out. I didn't do any cross hatching on the armor. I feathered it all out. Okay, yeah, there's a little bit of cross hatching in there. Like I have one big fat solid line right there, but then I did it right through the middle. You know what I mean? But that's metal. See, I can get away with that on metal, but you can't get away with that, or I don't do it on flesh. Like if you look on him, there's no cross hatching on his flesh. I make a dark area and I feather it out, and I make a dark area and I feather it out, and I try to keep all the detail. See that in the shaded areas. I don't have any little pieces of detail hanging out in the middle here where the light's hitting. See that? You know what I'm saying? And that's just basically, how I do it. I hope that helps some of y'all out there. Slightly curved, yes. Yeah, that will help you a lot. Yes, yeah, and the inker's gonna go in there and they're gonna, do whatever the fuck they want anyway. A good inker would hopefully stay true to the drawing. You know what I mean? But some places I scribble, like the hair. The hair I just do zigzags too. I do zigzags. It's a combination of zigzags and then little bits and pieces of line. I'll do like a zigzag, then just a straight piece of line, then a couple zigzags and another straight piece of line around the edges. Then I'll just pick, like right in here, I just literally scribbled. It's got to be dark right there because it's like it's tucked in behind his neck and the muscle there. You know what I mean? And then I left the highlight. That's all. It's not that hard, and if I do make little bits and pieces of line, I keep them going in the direction of the hair. I do not. I make the hair in ribbons, so your hair should be like ribbons almost, like shiny ribbons, and then you leave your highlights. The highlights should all kind of connect. You know what I mean? And you just do big flat ribbons basically, with here and there. Just nobody has perfect hair. So with here and there, like just straight lines sticking out, see? And that's how you do hair. Abs, the top set, actually these should be probably a little more shaded. Like the top set always is kind of has more shading, and they're big. And then the middle set has less shading and are smaller in the middle. There's like a small little middle row, and then the bottom ones are big, and they usually disappear. I usually have them disappear, down into the belt right there. So there's your six pack. And the leg that's foreshortened, look at, I had to make it extra big. See how, like, this leg that's coming at the viewer, it's extra big. You know what I'm saying? Because if you make it the same size, I mean, if you make it even just a little bit bigger, somehow it doesn't work. You really, that arm, you know what I mean? That arm coming at you, that leg, just really big. Just don't be afraid to just blow that shit right up. You know what I'm saying? And you'll get that perspective. What's going on all in the chat room? It looks like, okay, so yeah. Yep, perspective. I'm hoping, some people this is helping you. If you like to scribble or draw, maybe you'll scribble or draw with a little more purpose now, you know what I mean? And just gonna chill and relax. I'm gonna listen to a bit of music now. I was gonna do it before, but I think I got sidetracked. Let's see here. Coffee. I love coffee. I'm reminding you of all your old. Oh, this is too loud. I'm reminding you of all your old drawing books. Cool. Yeah, this is the hangout, man. I'm marathoning right now. The MGTOW hangout. Calling all MGTOW. What are what kind of music are you into, Riff? I'm listening to One King Down right now. Have you ever heard of One King Down, Riff? Yeah, it's not coming through. It's not coming through. I'm trying to listen to it right now. They won't let it through. See, it's coming on and off. Can you guys hear it? Can you guys hear it? Here. These guys are going to be, I don't know, this band rocks, man. I think they might be playing soon. Okay, now I can hear it coming through a little bit. I once had Sid Hoff shows you how to draw cartoons when I was 7. Oh, let me shut this off now. You like the blues? The blues are pretty cool. I like usually, I don't know, I like a lot of classic rock and I like a lot of new stuff. And I like some 80s stuff, you know. Man, they're talking about civil war in the news right now. That's what MGTOW predicted, right? All the people that were prepping were crazy. Now they're like, oh, by the way, the Democrats want a civil war. But you're crazy if you're a prepper. Doobie Brothers are playing up here soon. But hey, the Doobie Brothers are playing right up here in Berkshire County where I live in Massachusetts. Right here, about the Doobie Brothers are playing about a half hour from my house. Right? Maybe they already did, or very soon. I don't know. In case you can't hear, it. Yeah, in case you can't hear this. Revenge, 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 revenge. My dog is in on it now too. What's up, buddy? You want a treat? The bass in this song just rocks. I'm just having a good time. I'm drinking coffee and I'm smoking what's left in that bowl and I'm smoking this joint. The roach now. More hate than fear. More hate than fear, this is called. Yeah. These guys rock, man. One thing down, more hate than fear. Yo, more hate than fear, yo. Fucking New York. These guys are from like New York, like Albany or something. So fed up with the lies. Let me put the captions on in case you can't. Can I put captions on? No. These guys rock, man. If you could even, I hope they're letting you hear this. These guys rock. See these guys jamming? You can at least see the video. This guy's Fusco. His last name is Fusco. Rob Fusco or I don't say his name. Last name's Fusco. The original singer of this band, I believe. His lyrics are devastating. This kid's lyrics are devastating. Hey, what's up, Robin Goodfellow? Here, I'll turn this down a little bit. Turn this down a little bit. Go back to the chat. You know, I don't want to rob these guys, you know. I just want to, you know, they're just rad. I just appreciate these guys. They don't necessarily agree with anything that I say, I'm sure, you know what I mean? I would hope they would. I would hope they would. All right, cool. So we're not screen sharing anymore. I would hope they would agree with it, because I'm totally pro, like, you know, I like them. I might not agree with everything the leader, singer of this band says, though, either. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe he's a white knight, for all I know. Robin Goodfellow. What's up, man? It's good to see you in here. All MGTOW are welcome here. All MGTOW are welcome, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, if I can help out in any way, shape, or form, I'm a poor son. I'm a working poor. I don't want to say poor. I'm rich with family and friends. Not well. I got a few good friends, and I guess I'm lucky to have that. But monetarily, I'm a working poor motherfucker, so I can't throw money at you, unfortunately. All right, that's enough of that. I just threw the bullying triad out there before my shower. What does that mean, the bullying triad? Sorry, that went over my head, apparently. I don't claim to be the wittiest guy around. Sorry, I'm like itching my dry skin too. So like, I'm not. I guess I'm not Conan O'Brien. Yeah, basically, listen, look at this conversation I had with this guy. He never responded either. This is hilarious. I mean, some people, man, they just don't know. They have no idea what they're walking into when they confront me. Uh, yeah, man. What do you guys think about that? They're talking about Civil War in America, man. People are losing their minds. Losing their minds. Tell ya. So it's not this one. I'm gonna screen share this with you when I find it. This guy, man. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, it's a guy, and I think, you never know these days, I guess. And plus, on not just these days, but on the internet. So here, let me share this one for you on Discus. Go. I just had it. I just had it. No, I can't find it. Okay, here it is. So here it is. Look at this. So I said, please, no more women in politics, and I talked about how none of them stand up for equal sentencing for women, and or what's going on with men in the family courts or whatever. And this guy, Robert, says here, I'll blow this up. Oh, please. Yes, there are some. Oh, here we go. Here we go with this issue again. Just was doing this. Okay. Oh, please. I just did this. I just went through this with this where it wouldn't let me click on it and get rid of the. All right. Oh, please. Yeah, there are some men that get a bad rap in the courts, but fact of the matter is, there are a lot of so-called men that skip out on their wife and children because they haven't grown the F up and learned to be. This dude's name is Robert, and learn to be responsible. A lot of so-called men, immature males, can't control their dick long enough to stay committed to their wives. And I said, since you have replied to that last, I said, or no, I said, so what you're saying is, because many girls have sexual relationships with males who have not grown the F up, and who also have been told in the feministic schools that they're not needed anymore and are drugged if they show any sign of being aggressive and sit home now and play video games while females rule the roost, that kids shouldn't see their fathers? I hope that's not what you're saying, because fatherhood alienation is child abuse. And also, young females have to learn to keep their legs shut. See, when I was in school, if a boy was the least bit hyper, he was drugged. But if a girl was getting gangbanged by thugs for drugs, boy, leave her alone. She's going to graduate. And the guy did not respond for 30. It says 30 minutes ago, and it says 10 minutes ago. I said, since you haven't replied to that last statement, I'll follow it up with, by quote, run off, unquote. You mean women generally get full custody of all children out of wedlock, don't have to work, get free lawyers and all the benefits, even though it's half the man's child too, and she can do whatever she wants, even lie, and have her spouse raise it thinking it's his, and then not get hit with fraud or anything later when it comes out. I said, all the time, and this is true. I read it in papers, and I hear about it, about dudes that that live in my town, that I know, that I've met, that I don't know personally, but someone will be like, oh, you know so and so. So anyway, all the time I'm hearing about guys, their female spouse wants to leave them because she wants to have sex with other people, and oh, by the way, you're not the real father of one of our kids. And I'm taking your real kid too. And they do. They leave with those kids and go ride the cock carousel. So, so basically, he never even answered. You know what I mean? He's trying to say it's all fathers just running off on their children. And I'm like, because men aren't mature. And I'm like, so it's all their fault. It's not the fact that women are having sex with immature guys, right? They don't know how to have sex with mature males, right? See, it's all one-sided. It's all meant to guilt trip men. So there's a real example of that, and he just wouldn't even. You can look here. He never replied. Dude never replied, man. He just had nothing to say. What do you say to that? What do you say? What do you say to that? It's incredible, man. If you didn't see it, you wouldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't see something like that, you wouldn't believe it. I'm not pulling any punches with these people. I'm telling people how it is, man. I'm looking at the comments here. I'd rather more Conan the Barbarian than Conan O'Brien anyway. Yeah, Conan the Barbarian I can relate with. You know what I'm saying? Now that I can relate with. That's why Cave Creature's island idea is a good one. He's told me about his island idea. Riff. Yep, passing on the responsibility. Exactly. Thanks for the thumbs up, people, and thanks for watching and tuning in, by the way. And yeah, I mean, if you going through my debates, man, I only show you like a tiny little smidgen of like my debates, but that's a good example of pretty much all of them. You know what I'm saying? It's more coffee. Staying off the alcohol. Open caffeine is better. Cookies too. I'm spoiling myself here. cookies are so good. They're peanut butter. They're delicious, man. Here, I'm gonna get this too warm. It's really warm out here, Massachusetts, and I can't hold these cookies because they're gonna melt in my hands. I mean, if you guys think that comic books are just child's play, go look at Ethan Van Sciver's Cyberfrog right now. $400,000 for one comic book. For one comic book. Think of the trouble a MGTOW guy like me could the hell I could raise with $400,000. You understand what I'm saying, people? If you haven't subscribed to my MGTOW channel, please go subscribe. I gotta turn the lights off in here for personal reasons, mainly electricity. And I forgot to add detergent to my last laundry load, so I gotta do it again. While you're tuning in, one of my secrets for doing laundry, if I can find it. Here's one of my secrets. If your skin is irritated by detergents and stuff, this is white cider vinegar basically, and it's cheap. Big old jug of this. You can just do like a little squirt of dish soap, not even much, just like just go whoop in a circle of dish soap, and you know what I mean, a cup of this or something, or a couple, just a splash of this, man, in your laundry. That's all you need. So you don't even need dish soap. The vinegar disinfects and it evaporates out, so you don't smell any vinegar. Your clothes don't smell like vinegar. They don't smell like anything. So if you don't like soap, like detergents and stuff like that, white cider vinegar, and you can clean your counters with this. You can mop your floors with this. You can wash your hands with it. You can splash it on your head in the shower, and it's going to sting a little bit. You'll feel, if you have little cuts and abrasions all over your body, you'll feel that vinegar stinging a little bit, but it also feels kind of good, and you just let that run. You don't even need a lot. Just pour it in your hair like that, get it going in your hair like that. Get out of the shower though, like wet down, reach out, have a cloth if you don't want to get it in your eyes, take the vinegar, like after you're wet, maybe point the shower head in another direction. Just take that vinegar, pour it in your hair, let it start just dripping all down, and like rub it into your face. It'll degrease your face. It'll help get the earwax. It'll clean your ears out. It'll get all the dead skin off you, and just rub that in, and you know what I mean? Then let it sit. Don't let vinegar sit too long. You know what I mean? You don't want to let vinegar sit too long because it softens things up. You know what I mean? That shit will, yeah, if you've ever done that experiment where you leave a bone in a jar of vinegar, the bone gets like flexible. You know what I'm saying? But so you don't want to leave it on too long. And then you just get back in the shower, leave it in there for like a minute. or a couple minutes, you know what I mean, depending on how dirty you are, and then get back under that shower and just rinse it all out and rinse yourself, and man, you'll feel good, man. I'm telling you right now, this stuff, man. And you know, like I said, it disinfects. You can sweep your whole house, mop everything, wipe everything down with vinegar instead of inhaling. Look at men inhale. Look, us men, we do hard work. We're always inhaling paint. Look up the studies, man. You know, nobody talks about that in MGTOW. How men we're inhaling paint, chemicals, paint thinners. You know what I mean? We're inhaling all these toxins all the time. Then we come home and our wives are like, you know what I mean? Literally. You might as well. You know that's not good. That stuff you're gonna. You know, a lot of men don't even realize how they're affected by inhaling. You know, fucking toxins all day, resin, Bondo. You know what I'm saying? You're just, you know, chemicals, cleaners. This stuff will save you, man. This stuff will save you your life. I'm gonna rub some on my face right now. Another thing that's good for your skin is lemon. Just a lemon, slice the lemon in half. Slice the lemon in half and rub it on your skin. Your face, you know, if your face feels greasy and grimy, cut a lemon in half and just like rub it on, rub it on your hands, rub it on your face, and rub it, you know, and then rinse it off with water. And you can rub lemon under your armpits and everything too. Yeah, Robin, are you a Christian, Robin, good fellow? Yeah, your armpits. I just saw myself on the replay going like that. It's hilarious. Yeah, these cookies are delicious, man. I'm trying to read the comments and I'm being distracted. I'm going to pause the video. It's fucking distracting me. Yeah. Yeah, you know, that's the unborn or the abortion issue is big though. Even Christians get that. You can't get Christians on board with what they're doing to men in the family courts though. It's all men's fault, you know. Or it's a tragedy when you read the statistics, but when you as an individual man talk about it, everybody shames you and tells you to shut up. You know what I'm saying? The Christians will be like, I understand what you're saying, but maybe you in particular, it didn't screw you. You're just, you know, I can't possibly believe that there's a man here in front of me that did the right thing and is screwed. No, you got to take some responsibility. You know, I'm telling you. The retiring Supreme Court justice was the fifth vote needed to keep abortion illegal. That's why the left is so upset right now. Yeah, women, it's been, what is it, like over, over 50 million babies or something have been aborted in this country or something now? It's incredible. Are you a Christian, Robin? Okay, I'm going to type in MGTOW. Misogyny and more, chess guy. I just typed in MGTOW and filtered it by live. Toxic white knighting. I'm lurking in MGTOW values right now. How many of these guys in here? There's Johnny. Howard Dare's in here. Hey, y'all. I said, how many guys in here are fathers who, it's Whiskey. Hey, what's up, Whiskey? I pay taxes for welfare and child support. And don't know where my kids are right now. I haven't seen my kids in 15 years. Hey, MGTOW values. I'm a living testimony to everything you guys are talking about. I am a living testimony to this. Oh, but anyway, I'm gonna drop out of here. Anyway, cool if you could trying to reach 1,000 subs. Thanks, Pete. So anyway, yeah, I just typed in, you know, I'm going through this, man. Like, I'm a living, man, I'm telling you. I can't garner any support to try to, I don't know. I don't think anybody cares if I ever see my kids, man. I don't think anybody cares if I ever see my kids. So I'm trying to reach 1,000 subs, and thank you all for tuning in, and I got to get going.